Hi, Zizaran here with another video for Expedition League, and this time we're going to talk about ROG, which is basically a very powerful crafting tool, and I know a lot of people are struggling with it, so I want to explain a little bit on how to best utilize it. I want to start with the most important thing, which a lot of people are screwing up on. ROG has a line that is remove the lowest level or whatever, I can't remember the exact wording, but I'm sure loads of you have clicked remove the lowest level and been really confused by what he removed. Sometimes you might have clicked, for example, on this one, remove the lowest level. And here we have Shield tier 8, we have Flame Shapers tier 1, Faravid tier 4, Flight tier 4, and Acclaim. So it just says remove the single lowest level stat. A lot of people would be like, ooh, it's going to remove Chilled tier 8. That's actually not the case. It is going to remove Flame Shaper, which is tier 1, plus 1 level of fire spell skill gems. Let's look a little bit at why and explain, because that's the most important thing, and then we're going to do some examples of crafting afterwards. So if we look at cold damage to spells, we can see that Chilled is level 11, whereas plus 1 level of fire spell skill gems is level 2. So it's based on item level, from everything I can tell. So that means that it would actually remove the Flame Shaper, which is obviously bad. That's a good stat here. Other than that, ROG is incredibly powerful. It's all about the base type. ROG can do some really powerful stuff. He can add enchants, he can add anointments, he can make all the mods on the item max, and he can reroll prefixes and reroll suffixes. The number one most important thing here is the base type itself. You don't necessarily need the item to already be good. You don't need to be like, oh, this one already has 80 life on it and stuff. So I actually have no Grand Order artifact left. So that means I won't be able to do some of the really cool shit. I generally won't skip anything using any of these three because I have so much of it. This put it up to 69 life. Now, it has fill all the empty modifiers that pretty much always uses Grand Order. Keep clicking through it and adding good things. Sometimes you want to make sure you leave an open suffix for crafting resist or something. Or maybe you want to open prefix for, any reason, energy shield or something. This will reroll prefixes 3 times, and I think it always gives the same amount. If you have 2 prefixes, it will keep 2 prefixes. So this should give me 3 prefixes now, and it will ruin the item because it's not necessarily the best thing to do. And this will also be based on item level. We have the same thing again. And here we have a good example of remove 2 modifiers with the lowest level. I can't remember off the top of my head without looking. That one's low, that one's low, that one's low. I mean, I'll most likely remove those. This one is high level. This one is fairly high level, so definitely won't remove those 2. Sweet. Yeah. So it removed 2 of the low ones. Add a suffix modifier. So now we have double tier 1. And then reroll modifiers of implicit. So that's just blessed orbing it. So we didn't end up with a good amulet here. Feels a little bit like Pawn Stars, It's like, oh, this wasn't exactly what I'm hoping for, but I'm happy to be leaving here with something. But it is incredibly powerful, especially if it already has something. This one is actually a pretty okay example of a base, so we might be able to roll this into something. Add a prefix, didn't hit anything. Remove all prefixes, sure, we can reroll those. See, now our suffixes are already quite all right. 10 times, probably not worth it. Add a prefix. Keep the best outcome. And then apply a random incubator into the last craft. So we didn't get anything. A very good use for ROG is base types that are really good. So for example, I am personally looking for influenced shields to be able to get shaper shields to get plus totem shields and stuff like that. Sometimes you might be looking for influenced rings. I've actually gotten most of my influenced rings from ROG, where I would just be crafting on a ring. It'll be add random influence. That will pretty much always give you or cost Grand Order. And yeah, upgrade the level of a single modifier to its highest tier. Set quality. It can also link items for you. I think the linking should be stronger. I haven't seen 6 link an item, but I've seen use 20 fusings. Reroll suffixes. Remove single lowest. Add prefix. Upgrade. And again, I'm generally not skipping anything that uses cheap things. And in this case, I would now be looking for add influence. And sometimes when you do get the reroll suffixes or prefixes 10, 15, whatever times you can get, it will quite often give you some good stuff because a lot of the things are high tiers. I would say life and stuff like that isn't necessarily super high. But resists are. So getting triple good resist on the reroll suffixes is very reasonable. And sometimes you'll just get really, really good items. Like this one is really good. I don't think I would craft this. I think I would just take it. I don't even... Let's see, reroll prefixes. Like, I'm not going to get life on this again. This is already life, attack speed, and fist up multiplier. So really, really good jewel. And pretty much any life jewel I'll always buy, and then sometimes try to reroll suffixes. This one has perfect prefixes for some builds. So now this is reroll suffixes 10 times. I don't think this adds anything. No. Okay, so I'm going to take this now because it's all res attack damage and life. Things like this are also really, really good to either research Leo slams. If you get research Leo level 3, then you can exalt it without using an exalted orb. And I could also evolve these because they would be really good targets for corrupting blood jewels. So let's take another thing. Like, we'll take this ring. This has nothing on it, so it's just for the base type. And then we're just hoping to get lucky. And wed is very, very easy to hit with doing the reroll. Take the best modifiers. Sure. Add a suffix, but only keep the best one. Remove two lowest. We have nothing good so far. New incubator. Again, I wouldn't really do this. You can get quality as well. I try to be very careful about what I use my ground ones on. Can't skip the last craft. You can actually get a rare item with no mods as well, which is pretty fun. I've had quite a lot of like decent things from ROG so far, especially like rings and amulets, and sometimes like you saw, you do get some of the good jewels and stuff. Be careful, make sure you read it. Sometimes they'll say values, sometimes it'll be rolls. So that is obviously very important. And again, like being able to get influence gear has been really, really good from him. So just wanted to make a video, especially because a lot of people are currently using the remove lowest and removing really, really good stuff. It's also pretty reasonable to get like good fist weapons and stuff like that from him. So if you do see a Siege Axe rolling, that is not a bad idea. A lot of those like rolls, like Merciless and stuff, are really high. So you have an okay chance to get them. And obviously being able to, you can upgrade from Tyrannical to Merciless sometimes with the upgrade thing. So hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you're all having fun in 3.15. Sub if you liked the video. More importantly, try to die less than I do.